Gulpee Screamin Coaster contest submission sent in by one of our Discord legend builders, TommyT, and it is a Gulpee coaster, and he says...
My first 4K coaster blueprint and contest submission ever.
Woo!
Ha ha ha!
All right.
You don't know how tough it was making this tiny coaster ride.
I bet.
Tommy,
And,
the exploration master.
Yeah, I love how he says tiny and for a blueprint.
It's half the part.
Good effort, Tommy.
Tiny.
Good effort.
Yes, it's nice to see him.
And he wants a POV
That's what she
He's
said.
gonna get
thing.
soaked.
He wants what?
Huh.
What was that?
Sorry.
Wiz?
Oh, dear.
A day POV and a night POV.
Okay. That is quite the factory.
That's cool.
Great colors. I love the colors on the side of the sign.
Yeah, the gradients.
Yep.
Oh, it's a custom sign.
Definitely nailed the colors.
That
on
tower's
this.
Those
It's
lasers
juicy,
too.
and I'm so hungry from Rohana's now that I'm thirsty.
Yeah, no, really thirsty.
I'm just, you guys. Okay, we got a 7.17 excitement, 5.64 fear, 1.47 nausea. I'm assuming it's a torque. Boom. It's like, Tommy is the torque. That's all he uses.
Tommy. Well, that's what T stands for, isn't it? Tommy Talk.
Tommy torque. All right. Here we
Gapro.
go. Gapro.
It said that.
Ooh. I think his song works pretty well,
Yeah.
though I can barely hear it.
I can pick up the bass.
Oh, look at we almost touched the helicopter. Really good timing on that. It's a nice coaster.
It's a tiny one, yeah.
It's a mini exploration.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
that's
Whoa,
neat.
that looks cool.
Wow, is that a plasma?
Nice timing on the special effects.
Really great.
I like the waterfall right there.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
You have nothing to make Johnny any thirstier.
Yeah, I hate the waterfall. Oh, look at all those lights. I'm so salty from Rohana's video. Okay.
Nice way to start the coaster, though.
Look at these colors. Oh,
Yeah, this one pops at night.
love it.
Those Gulpee signs look great sunk into the bottom of that water.
The coloring of his building's really nicely done.
Tron 4, the Gulpee edition.
Yeah. And I like that you sparingly use the searchlights. They really go well.
Wow. I like that effect, but the purple really doesn't work for me.
Can you colour those first?
I don't think so.
Is it Gulpee Energy?
It's Gulpee Orange.
Orange, okay.
I love how those billboards at the side, the green
Yeah.
ones, fit perfectly with the building.
These?
Straight ahead, dead ahead, to the right, down, like ground level.
Head to the right to the ground level.
Or to the right of where you now go left, left, but stay on the ground level. Yeah, and then left, the Gulpee sign on your left. There.
Oh,
Yeah, those
the
kinda
TV.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a distance, it covers that whole wall, and it kind of looks like it feels like it looks really.
Look how much of a bomb that is. That's Silver City. Woo!
Yeah.
Quite big, Tommy.
It says, "Look at me." He calls it tiny.
I
He
love
calls
the
it tiny.
Tiny blueprint.
It reminds me of Lord of the Rings, where the dwarf's talking about the cave, and they called it a mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to speak my thoughts on this. I think you nailed the spirit of the contest in terms of color and Gulpee and the splashes, the lights. You went hog wild on this, and I think that's great. The coaster was great. However, I also kind of feel myself going, if I put this on my park, it's so big and there's so much going on. I'm like, what do I do with this? It's a city. I'm putting down a city, right? There's all this open space for the coaster. So I mean, but everything about it I like. I like every single element here. I just kind of wish it was all squished together.
I think it's fun, but I do think it's kind of plain too.
Mm-hmm.
The buildings have they're angled, but there's no detail on them other than just the signs.
I think it works,
They're
but
blocked.
It's essentially clean and modern, isn't it? I think that.
But what I would have done instead is stack them higher with more undulation and more protruding and rotate some of them a bit and just kind of make like a crazy stack and have this kind of like attached into it and have that coaster winding and weaving in and out and up and around and kind of make this like really big kind of Gulpee tower. I think that would have worked better, and the basic shapes and the plainness of it would have come across as modern art. But instead we're getting long stretches of box, right? And that's what's turning you off, Webb. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's fun, but it's all 90-degree angles except for the one circular building with all the beautiful colors. And I'll tell you, it is fun. I look at these colors and they just scream excitement to me.
Mm-hmm.
But the boxiness gets me, and the whole thing is really large for the boxiness.
Yeah.
I'd like to have seen it a little more compact and maybe some 45-degree angles in it.
Yeah.
Just little things, I know.
But even
there's a lot
as
of
we
open
start getting
white space.
even as we start getting rid of some of that, it's feeling like it's shrinking that blueprint. You have that building pile up top. You have some of that curvature and stuff from the track. It does it for you. So
I do have to chuckle that Tommy, he likes a long coaster ride, and he still kept this as a pretty long coaster ride.
it was good. I liked the coaster
it was
experience.
a great
Yeah, the
coaster
coaster's
ride.
great.
But you can actually make them a little shorter, even Tommy, and we'll still love them.
And I think some of the triggers were a little bit random.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them.
I love that.
Especially
weight.
this one for me just didn't work for.
You have also the
Clash.
lasers inside the dome thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
But
those triggers are just missing purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are they happening?
exactly.
I did like the one though where we dove down and the water just splashed ahead of us to the whole straightaway. That was really nice.
I do agree with Webb in terms of you can make a smaller coaster, Tommy, and we'll like it. However, we saw Riddler's Revenges. If you remember, freaking 2 years ago, he did Mad Max, and he put something like 10,000 meters of track in a blueprint an eighth of the size of yours.
But Johnny, he used magic. I still haven't figured out how he did it.
But he did it. I mean, my point, my point is, if you want to go long, try to. Tommy's coasters are. It's not the length that it is; it's the size. So if you can learn how to shrink that down, compact it, that's where I think you're gonna nail it.
Tommy is known for his big, sweeping, banking turns.
Yep.
And how they just feel really great as you go into them.
It's
Oftentimes he'll give you that negative G-force and a downwards curve, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, that's true, and that is his specialty, and it feels and rides really well. And it's hard to take that
move
away.
away from something that's a signature move. I know, but
Yep. Chant Floss. Any
Have we seen
thoughts
the
for
shop?
Tommy? Have we seen the shop?
Aw.
That's a cool
that's
little
cute.
lounge.
yeah. Does anybody use little sofas in the entire competition? Have you? Am I forgetting something? You know,
Yeah, I think there was like
I
a
do
coffee
forget things.
shop or something
Yeah.
with them.
So,
Okay.
I really like the sign.
Oh, I love that sign.
It's really good. And how the
Yeah.
coaster goes past it. Little piece.
Nighttime, it's
Tommy's a
absolutely
legend
nuts.
for a reason.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is
I know.
one heck of a party.
It
I'd
is.
love to see
Yes.
that power.
I'd go to that city to have fun.
It does give you that grandiose feeling of a city, but also simplified with under 4K. So it's impressive to me.
Yeah, I am impressed. At no point did I say I'm not impressed.
What do you
Oh.
girls think?
It's not small,
As Tommy would have us think.
Right.
but it fits the
Nice
style
try,
of the ride, doesn't it? Because it's a fast coaster with big sweeping turns. So
Yeah.
It's true.
His
Yeah.
coaster fits the size of the
It
blueprint,
does,
so-
yeah.
That's what. See, I got mixed feelings because I look at it like here. That is a beautiful composition.
Mhm.
Yes.
No matter which way you put it, it's a beautiful blueprint. Even especially at night
Oh,
here,
night.
it's a
Oh,
party.
Yeah.
So while it's plain at times, it also is very vibrant and works. I think it's just this long stretch of span.
Coasters that I want to see in context. I want to see it in a city park, in like a really, like what do they call it? City walk downtown.
I just want to see it
It's
squeezed
okay.
a little closer together. Maybe about 2/3 the size that it is now.
Again, looking at it from here, though, it's a beautiful working composition. So maybe it's
Oh.
just that depth, right?
Yeah. Hey,
Could be.
I can't knock Tommy's creations. Tommy's a wonderful builder.
100%. And it's nice to see him do a contest.
Oh, I'm thrilled. Please don't let anything I say to you
Yeah.
in this contest keep you from entering another one,
Yeah.
man. 'cause
We always try to give feedback, and this is definitely your smallest blueprint so far.
it is.
So
You know what he's going to do is he's going to turn around and give us an itty bitty compact coaster
Yeah,
next time.
but it-
We're all going to sit here going, how in the what? And we're going to be speechless. That's probably what he's going to do to us.
we'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, great creation, Tommy T with Gulpee Screamin Coaster, and that's going to do it for this episode of Coaster Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next contest submission. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.